Good day. Welcome to Synergy Cafe here at the Magic Brad Show. And I'm going to go get my friend Bo. We cut it really, really close today. We're getting to be very much like professionals, when you just cut it on the edge and everybody gets nervous because you're not quite there yet. And it's split second. And all of a sudden, we're there. We're pros. Where is he? Hi there.
Professionals. Is that
Right.
what we are as professionals?
I guess.
Hey, buddy. Good day to you, man.
I guess we're professionals.
Yeah. Hey, we made it. We made it on time.
Is it raining over there in
Uh-huh.
Hutchinson?
Is it what?
Raining in Hutchinson?
It's overcast, Brad. But there's
Okay.
no moisture dripping from the sky.
Okay.
Okay. What about you?
You're a good barometer. It's overcast here too. So I just wondering if we got a storm coming.
Nah, I don't. I think we're gonna be safe today. It's supposed to be nice.
We've had a very, very nice summer so far.
Yeah.
Look and nice days. It's been good.
We've had more days with the top off the Jeep than we've had with the top on. That's what's going on today.
You got a Jeep with the top down?
Yeah.
That's what you do?
Yeah.
Why do you got a Jeep? Well, you live out in the country. That's right.
Well, I don't live in the country. I live in town, but it is more rural. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you're in Boulder, Colorado or something.
No, I'm not. No, I had a Jeep once upon a time. I sold that Jeep, thought my Jeep days were behind me, and then I drove and spotted a gem and couldn't walk away.
My first car was a Jeep.
What kind?
1948 Willys with a flathead Kaiser engine in it.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm a little envious that I currently have a 1985 CJ7.
This was in the CJ range, but I don't remember which one it was because I had to redo all the ball joints because they were all flimsy.
Oh, I bet.
40 and it starts shimmying, and
Oh yeah,
it was a lot of fun to drive around though.
they're fun. Yeah, just the other day, my coworker and I we folded the windshield down and took a little drive, and it's just a wild deal,
I listen to some guys that have like old war stories because they see that Jeep and they go, "Yeah, I remember that one back in the war." And
Yeah.
he's telling me that what they do is they put a pole in the center, in the front, when the windshield was down and stuff. There's a pole.
Yeah.
Because what the enemy would do would stretch a wire across the.
Oh no, that's not ideal.
Along, I was hearing this ping. Whoa.
Whoa. No, that's not cool. Yeah, it is kind of interesting though the way when I drive the Jeep and if I pull into a parking lot or I stop somewhere, there's always somebody, and generally somebody with a little experience under their belt in time will come over and be like, "Oh, what year this is?" And every time it's, "Man, I had one of those. I wish I would have never let it go." And I'm like, I think I'm holding on to this one. I don't know.
Yeah, there was a club that I was going to join and never did, but I probably should have if I was going to do that. It was called Go Four Wheelers. So it was like Gopher, like Minnesota Gophers.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Four Wheelers. And it was everybody with a four wheeler, the Broncos and the Jeeps, and they all just hung together. It's kind of cool.
I've always liked them. They're like Legos. You just can kind of keep putting parts on, taking parts off, and I've always liked this. This one's a 4-speed. It's got a hydraulic clutch. They had swapped the motor. It's got a Chevy 350 V8 in it, so it's got a little more pop than a normal Jeep. And,
Has it got that super low gear? You can shift.
Oh yeah,
low gear.
Yeah, like a grainy gear. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, you just put it on, let it idle, and it takes you up a hill.
I haven't taken it off-roading yet, but that'll happen. Enough about the Jeep. What's going on? What else is happening?
Enough about the Jeeps. Let's talk about what we're going to talk about. And here it is. Dun, dun, dun.
Risk versus reward. Tell me more.
Well, the job thing. There's I think I told you about a little plot of land in Fridley here that I was looking at. Turns out that it's occupied. And what's interesting about it is the person that's occupying it and developing it is developing something very similar to what I was thinking about doing.
No way.
Yeah. So I still have to contact the guy to see if I can kind of weave my thoughts into it somehow. But it's I just started harking back that I've been self-employed most all my life, other than a 3-4 year thing for the county parks. I had a job. And then when I got laid off, I went in and I learned a trade. And instead of going and looking for a job, I decided to be a subcontractor, which is kind of self-employed, but not really.
Sure.
But it's short-term gigs.
Yeah.
And I started thinking that's how I used to do my magic stuff. You get these short-term gigs. They're half-hour gigs, and you just it's the gig economy, and that's kind of what's happening, I think, in this country, where people says, you know what, I'm not going to work for this corporation any longer. I'm going to go enjoy my life, and I'm going to do a little side hustle thing and make enough money to pay rent and enjoy my life. So
Yeah.
that's what brought it into my head. And then talking about our product that we promote, Mailbox Power, that would be a good little thing for someone that said, you know what, I'm going to look into starting my side hustle,
Yep.
whatever it might be, whether it's teaching yoga or selling art or whatever. Mailbox Power is a nice little tool that, what is it now? Because the price went up. It's under $100 a month though, right?
Yeah, it's $79 a month for what we call the Pro plan. So
Yeah,
you can
so
get a lot of benefits for $79 a month.
You can use that to do your communications with your prospects to build your little business, whether it be teaching martial arts or whatever you want to do. And it's pretty affordable to send out those postcards, and then rewarding your people with gifts like this little business card holder that you sent me and this coffee mug, and being able to create them business relationships for your customers and clients. And I just thought, this is almost a business in a box kind of thing.
That's a good way to put it. It is a business box. And matter of fact, they just launched Mailbox Power, just launched a new and improved Done For You program, right?
I saw that.
So I look at that as an incredible benefit. I've talked to so many different business owners and sales reps and that see the value of the tool, right, or the platform. And then there's just this paralysis by analysis. They just don't move forward. They know they need to do it, either for prospecting or for engaging their current clients and saying thank yous. But they just don't get moving forward. And quite frankly, I'm too busy to help. I can get people started. I can answer questions on that, but I'm not the most creative guy in the world. So I'm not going to create graphics. I'm not going to create cards and things like that. This Done For You for $150. The company's going to get you set up with 5 automations so that all you have to do is just add a name and just check mark a box, and the thing will go out and it'll be perfect. They're going to set you up and get you going. So if you need to send a I'm just moved postcard, they're going to get it done for you. If it's I want to set up a birthday program or a client appreciation program, they're going to do that for you. Now I look at that as for a business owner. If I can spend $150 to have a couple pros engage with me and get me started, I'm going to spend $79 the first month. I'm going to maybe buy a list. I'm going to spend less than $400 or $500 to get going and be ready. That's a good investment.
It's cheaper than a fast food franchise.
It's a heck of a lot cheaper. And then to think that not only can it help you build your own business or retain more clients or whatever your intent is, but if you're at a $79 a month plan, you can also be an affiliate for nothing. It's just check mark a box.
That was the other element that I was looking at this for. Like if you decide I'm going to start a marketing agency.
Yeah.
And the focus is going to be about using direct mail for your marketing, direct mail marketing agency. And now you can start building a team, sort of like you've got the insurance agency, and then you got the broker, and you got the agents, right?
Yep.
Kind of the same thing. You could create your bunch of little other agencies around the country. If you wanted to headquarter here in Minneapolis and say, I'm going to create another division in Chicago, you find one person in Chicago, say, we're going to work together and collaborate and build out your direct mail marketing agency. Yep. And if you wanted, you could target like home improvement companies if you wanted, or you could target retailers or whatever industry you wanted to target.
Yeah. Network marketers. There's so many different people out there. And there's so many people that don't know how to go find a targeted marketing list. So that's in there, right?
Right. That's what I was saying too. I was looking at that it's kind of a business in a box kind of thing. Yeah. If you want a list, like I did it this morning, I went and I checked all people that are self-employed in a 10-mile radius of where I live here. And there was like 3,000 or 5,000 people that are self-employed. So somehow they checked the box that I'm self-employed. They got on that list.
Yep.
You can just buy that list, and now you own that list. And there's your there's your lead list for building your business.
Right. And now you just start dropping mail to them. And and if you have compelling pieces, marketing pieces that you can find in the system. So if you're not the most creative person in the world, right, you can find some already done in the system. You just change it to, it'll put your name and address on there. That's one. Two, you can do the done for you and say, you know what, I need the company to kind of help me get my launch. Here you go.
Right.
$150.
You can either hire a consultant at $5,000 or you can just have Mailbox Power do it for you.
Yeah. Yep. Business in a box. I love it.
And once you understand it, it's kind of like a car. You get into a new car and where's the key? It's kind of different. My car doesn't have a key anymore. It just got a push button. So you kind of get a little confused, but once you learn, I drive a Camry hybrid.
Fancy.
Yeah. So you just got to have the key in your pocket and you push the little button.
Yeah.
But my point is, at first you don't understand what to do, but once you learn it, like the other day I was on the phone on a Zoom call with somebody and I shared my screen because they were asking me about it. And I said, it's really, really easy. I mean, here's a person I've got on my list. I just selected a card, went to my subscriber thing and put in their name. There it was. And 44 cents, it's gone.
Yeah. Didn't print a thing. Didn't have to go
once you get it set up, there's really not anything you have to do. And going back to if a person wanted to start their own store, if you wanted, you could create a bunch of designs of mugs.
Yep. And
now you can sell these mugs. That would be your fulfillment. You could sell them online and have a display of, like we'll use the astrology, the different astrological signs. And we're Geminis. You got a little Gemini mug. Any Geminis out there you want to order the mug?
Yeah.
And I think, what does a mug cost? Like $6-10, something like that?
I feel like it's 10 or 12.
So you could sell them at 19 and make a little profit.
Yeah. Yeah. So you could do a markup yourself and sell them retail, right? Mm-hmm. And so one of the things that I get asked about this particular platform, right? Mailbox Power, it is different than the general promotional goods vendor. Right. Yeah. So if I have a
specialty company,
if I want to order in 1,000 pens to my office to be able to hand out to clients that have my name and stuff on it, and it's my promotional marketing for those types of things. So it's bulk, it's lots, it's not personalized other than for me. This isn't the solution, in my opinion, right? It's not the solution. This is made for those. I want to be able to create the item. I want to have a little personalization on it, and I want to be able to have it direct shipped to somebody. So I don't have to ever go to a post office, box it up, and do all that. That's the difference. So, for example, I saw a story, a news story about a younger gal that started a little business where she makes custom tumbler things for towns, for small towns. And she puts some of the cool things about the town in her artwork, right? Mm-hmm. And then she sells those. And generally she's going to sell those to the chambers. She's going to sell those, to like the whole box of these things will go out.
Right.
That's different. She can create those and maybe have a promotional company print them and do that for her, or she's doing it herself. But if she want to be able to individually solution, takes all that work out of it. So hopefully that makes sense.
It does, but if you wanted to expand your products, and I was looking at doing this for my event business, you can use things like if you want to start a t-shirt business, you can do something like Teespring, and then you can use your postcard. You can send out your postcard with all your different t-shirt designs and a QR code that goes to your Teespring store.
Yep.
So they can buy the product. So you're using 44 cents to put this in front of somebody that's say a Gemini, and they want a t-shirt that says something about, twins are more powerful than fish or something. The battle of Pisces?
Yeah.
Pisces versus the Geminis.
I love it.
But you can get creative with all that stuff, and you can actually create, because me and my entrepreneurial brain, I'm trying to stay in my lane of events, and all of a sudden I think, geez, I could do this thing.
Yes.
Which brings up another sidebar that's sort of still, Mailbox Power I'm going to be using for this other venture.
Yep.
But I just found a white label travel website company. I've got a meeting with them at 1:00.
Nice.
So I may be starting my own travel club.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Count me in.
It's basically just, the platform that gives you access to all that rent-a-car stuff and hotels and orbits and travel. And
But you get to brand it the way you want.
I get to brand it the way I want. And then I get to set the percentages, the commissions and all that. And then there's
That's
a
cool.
membership type fee. So I'm looking into that because, me in subscription-based businesses, I think they're cool because of
They are cool.
Mailbox Power. Once someone's using the magic marketing tool, Mailbox Power, once they are using that, it comes back. I mean, I think it's really cool when I get my little notice and says, it shows me the balance that I made money.
Yeah, I kind of like that too.
It's a very interesting feeling when you get those little notifications.
Yeah, I like cashing in on a monthly basis, something that revenue-wise is greater than any of the spend that I have in the system, number one. And two, it's more than a car payment. That's pretty cool, right? And it's the reward for introducing somebody to a tool that's helping them in business. That's pretty awesome in itself.
Well, again, that's what I'm saying is the person, I've had my struggles when I'm doing my self-employment and sometimes say, you know what, I should just go get a job. You probably even had that situation too, like payroll's due and you're thinking,
I have.
God, this is getting kind of tough. I wonder if I should just go get a job.
Yep, I have.
But then I started thinking, okay, for me to go get a job, I got to go and seek employers. Why don't I just go seek customers?
Yeah. Yeah. We had a conversation today. So I belong to another networking group. I know we talk about Accelerated Global Connections in here, AGC, fabulous group. But locally, I'm involved with NRG, the Networking Referral Group. And we have a speaker every meeting. We meet every Thursday morning. Today, we had Mr. John Sankin with 5 Star Financial. And his backstory is he was a pilot. He was a captain with Northwest Airlines. And when in 2008, and in the whole merger with Delta and Northwest or whatever, he was let go with no severance, not even 30 days notice, goodbye. Goes from a great income and a career that he loved and doing what he loved to I'm unemployed and nobody's hiring pilots. And so he shared that story today, right? And what's next? Well, that was not a great time in our economy. There was not a lot of people hiring.
Right.
And so it was either maybe go find a job if you can, or create a job. So he took all of his tests and he became a financial advisor. And he started with nothing. He had a piece of paper and a pen. He had no assets under management. He had to tap his savings to make this thing go.
Fortunately, he had some savings. Some people don't.
Yeah. And he said, quite frankly, he didn't make any money for 3 years. It was 4 years worth of income was lost and drained accounts just to make this work, to chase this dream. And here we are. He's 13, 14 years later, he's in business still. He made it. He redefined himself. He gets contacted weekly right now to go be a pilot. He can come off the street with some airlines out there and walk right in as a captain because of his miles, all the hours he's flown. But he said, no, it's too late. I'm not starting back over there. I'm not selling this business. I'd have to retire in 5 years mandatory. I'm not doing that. I'm not interested in that. I reinvented myself, which is cool. So you're right. You can either maybe go find a job or create your job, create your world.
Well, people that have not been self-employed, they go right into the job thing, and you get that. Why don't you just go get a real job? That whole thing. But like going back to our graphic right there, risk versus reward, and that lady's taking a leap. The leap of faith to have a job. I mean, if that's your thing, because it definitely is for some people, there is the possibility of getting a job and all of a sudden, a month later, them saying, you know what, this isn't working.
Yeah.
We got to let you go.
We're not a good fit for you. You're not a good fit for us, whatever it is. And there you go.
The business just isn't working or whatever. There could be anything that could happen. So is there security? Is there really job security? Not really.
No.
So
no,
that's the topic of today. Job, whether you want it or not, or if you want to start your own gig.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to share this real quick. So I was honored to be on a podcast here with a leader that I know, and it just launched yesterday. We recorded it a while back, and I listened to it because I couldn't remember what the heck we talked about or what I said. And it went back to beginning of COVID and the shutdowns, right? So you could get a haircut, and you have hairstylists that couldn't. That's their only source of income.
Right.
That's their job. And now it's like, wait a second, I've been told that I can't do my job and get paid. So what am I supposed to do? Right? That was a brutal time. And it was a brutal time for a lot of people. And so here I sat as a business owner saying, wait a second. Right now, I'm pretty secure in my job, thankfully. Right? If people can make their payments to keep their insurance active, I'm going to continue to get paid. So I have a little less stress than many people that I know, whether they worked in a restaurant, whether they owned a restaurant, whatever. So it was a stressful time because they chase the risk of being a self-employed individual, and the reward would all of a sudden shut off. That was a scary time. And here we are. And I said, you know what? I got to lean into these people. And so I used Mailbox Power. I used the magic marketing tool by Brad. And I leaned in and said, thank you. And we got this. And here's some brownies that say, in case of chocolate emergency, break plastic on the wrapper. And people broke the plastic and ate the chocolate because they needed it because they were stressed.
Sure.
But it was a tool that was so perfect at the time and continues to be to say, you know what, I'm thinking of you. I value you. Thanks for being brave. Thanks for taking a risk and having your own company and your own business. And we'll get through it, kind of thing. Yeah, you know what I mean? I get it's pretty wild. It's not easy being self-employed. And then it's not easy having a job, right? And there's days I'm like, I want to work on a line and just do the same thing over and over and over and get paid and have a 401k and cool health benefits and all this stuff. But there's days that I would rather, but more days I'd rather have my own gig. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to the individual. And me, I try not to go with that either or kind of thing. I say, why not both? Why not have your job and start a little fly fishing hobby?
There you go.
And monetize it.
Yep.
Whatever you want to do, whether it be, even if it's a beer drinking, you can start a home brewery thing or a beer drinking club or.
Yep.
If you just get creative, you can make it happen. I mean, with me and my event business and my magical entertainment, when COVID happened, it was like nothing.
Right. Nothing to do. What could you do?
So what I did was I pivoted. You got to get innovative. And I pivoted and I started more of a membership type thing. But because I try and make hay when the sun shines and then you store it, I had some stuff saved up and I got my retirement and all that kind of stuff. So
you got to save a little bit of it. Yeah, it's I agree. I know a guy who he's got a very good job, if you will, a career at 3M. Great career that supports him always financially. And he started a side thing. He took a chance on a network marketing type platform, right? Plexus, and has turned that into a heck of a side deal. Very active in it. It's made him good money. It's helped a lot of people, right? It's helped himself and people he's introduced to it. So you're right. You can have both. Make it work. And be passionate about both.
I'm going to put you into the green room. Stick around and talk to you. Okay.
Later.
There you have it. That's the scoop. And so that's what we talked about today. Boom. Risk versus reward. Do you want a job? If you do want a job, give yourself one. Okay, that's it. Enjoy the rest of the day. Be good, be kind, be nice. Be nice.